So, yeah, very warm welcome and good afternoon to all the faculty members and students. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome you to innoWAH 26-27 launch. One of the PAL's flagship event, innoWAH, is more than competition. It is a platform to think differently, solve meaningful problems, transform ideas into solutions, and turn innovation into impact. Today marks the beginning of exciting journey to ignite ideas, inspire innovation, encourage collaboration, and create real-world impact. I am Robin from PAL's Program Management Office, and I will be your point of contact from the PMO side throughout the session. As several new partner institutes are joining us this year, we would like to ensure a clear understanding of the program and its guidelines. Therefore, we will be reiterating the key guidelines during this session to ensure clarity and alignment among all participants. For easier identification, we request you to rename your Zoom display name as college short name hyphen your name. So all participants will remain muted during the session. You will be allowed to unmute during the Q&A. The chat box will be restricted. You may message only the host or co-host. It will be enabled for all participants only when required. So if you have a questions, please send it to askpalspmo@gmail.com. This email will be monitored throughout the session. Remember to include your name and college short name along with your question. So another way of asking your question is by using the raise hand option to interact directly with the speaker during the Q&A. So the attendance link will be shared in the chat box. Please use your registered email ID to mark your attendance. At the end of the session, a feedback link will be shared. We request you to fill it out. Now, I request Mr. Bharanidharan and Mr. Balachandran, PALS champions, to take over the session. Bharani sir, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Robin. We'll start with myself, then Bala will take over. Yeah, you can share the
Yes.
text. Good afternoon, all. Thank you for coming. It's going to be a very exciting session. I hope you're all able to see the screen.
1 second.
Yes, Bharani sir.
View. Yeah, there is a view.
Once. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Are you able to view?
Yes, yes. Okay, good. So, innoWAH, as Robin mentioned, it's a flagship event for us. Every year we conduct this very successfully, and it's very exciting to start this initiative this year. We'll go to the next one. Next. Okay, for a lot of new TIs are joined, new institutes have joined as PALS members this time. So we would like to walk you through what is innoWAH. Okay, innoWAH obviously is designed to recognize the young entrepreneurs, like the students like you, young and promising members who wants to make a mark. So we want to develop the entrepreneur spirit in each one of the students. So that's one of the main objective of innoWAH. What we do in this year-long competition, it's fully focused on the student growth. We will enable the students. We teach them the basics of business acumen. All that basically what you need if you are going to start your own business. So we will try to give you the essential skills on that. How effectively you can communicate, how good you can work as a team, and how we can help you to become a good leader. We will try to conduct sessions around it and enable you to pick up these skills. So that is one of the main objectives. The second objective is we will introduce you to the industry, which is obviously the target for you. Once you complete your graduation, what is that you are going to expect in the industry, in an enterprise? We will try to provide a deep understanding of it, a practical sessions on that. how you can transition yourself from as a student to the industry. We will help you during this course of this event. So we will conduct a lot of sessions. We will give you practical examples. There will be exhibitions where you'll get the opportunities to interact with the industry leaders. And we will also guide students who are all committed to move towards an entrepreneurial world. So we will bring all this to you during this event. So the students who are going to be participating in this obviously are going to take this value and accolades back to the institute. And the institute is also going to gain a lot of good name, good reputations based on the performance of the students. So it's going to benefit the students and the institutes. That's the objective of innoWAH. The next slide. Okay. In innoWAH, what we are trying to do is we focus on merging the core engineering with the emerging IT technology trends. So we do not differentiate. In fact, we strongly recommend that the engineering disciplines are so tightly coupled. You cannot identify yourself as I'm an IT engineer, I am a mechanical engineer. I mean, those gone are those days. So we are even last year also we did that. We are promoting very strongly how important it is to bring the core engineering and the IT together, and bringing them. We want you to apply that for solving a real world problem. How you can make an impact on a common man's life. Of course, everything is a real world problem, but we would like to stay very close to a common man. Okay, so as close as possible, that will address our day-to-day issues. That's our objective. So we are going to give you themes which will take you to identify problems and which can be addressed, which will be very close to the day-to-day life of the common man. Okay, next slide. Okay, one thing we will again emphasize, there are certain things that we will strongly recommend to do. One is you have to look at the business value. Whatever idea you are coming up with, look at the business value of it and the commercial viability of it, because there can be several projects, several ideas, but that will be successful is only when you can turn it into a business. So we would like to emphasize focus on the business value and commercial viability. That is very important, because people cannot invest on things which are not going to yield, unless, of course, you are going to get into a research project, which is different. Our focus is going to be on the commercial value. Okay. And as I mentioned, we try to solve real-time problems in the current economy. How we can develop ourselves, how we can develop our country's economy. Whatever you can address, we try to focus on that. And of course, we want to have a alignment with the vision for technology-driven transformation. The entire world is moving towards it, and 2045, 2047, Viksit Bharat is also going towards that. So we are aligning with Government of India. So technology-driven transformation is what we are also going to aim at. Please avoid certain things which we will definitely want to emphasize right from day one. You do not think about the run-of-the-mill concepts, typical concepts like Ola, Uber kind of an application, eBay or a Flipkart kind of an application. Don't come up with such ideas, because there are enough of them already in the market. We don't want to come up with one more that's not going to have any value. Even in the core engineering, I would strongly recommend, for example, garbage segregation, solar panels getting. We have seen enough of them. I mean, unless you have a extremely good idea or a totally different value that you're going to bring in, please don't bring out a repeat of what is there in the market. Okay, so an existing solution coming up once again, we don't see value out of it. So do not go for the standard way of looking at things. Please think deeper, think which will be having more impact on the common man. Next slide, Robin. Okay, this competition, this is the calendar. I'll walk you through it line by line. Today is the launch, 29th of August. The next step is going to be, we are going to have a series of webinars. We call it innoWAH Prep webinars. We are going to prepare this is not only for the innoWAH participants, okay? This is open for all the students. So I urge all the innoWAH coordinators from each partner institute, please encourage all the students to participate. It is mandatory for those who are going to be a participant later. However, it is open for everybody. Okay, so I urge all of you can attend it. It is very informative. We are going to have a series of webinars which will educate you about so many things, including how to become an entrepreneur. We'll cover that. Okay, and then we will be opening for the actual registration for the innoWAH competition. The competition registration will open on September 21st. So these dates are tentative, subject to change. But right now, we are going with the date of 21 September. We'll open it on 21st September. We are going to give you enough time. October 9th will be the closing date. Please do not wait till the last date. Obviously, towards the end of it, it's going to be very busy. There'll be too much of crowd in submitting the application. So please, I urge you to submit it as early as possible. The documents, you are going to submit quite a few documents when you register your team as part of. We are going to give you time until October 31st. So once you register, we'll let you know what documents you will have to submit. All those documents needs to be submitted by 31st October. That's the deadline for document submission. Once you submit the document, there are, I will walk you through what are the other documents. There is a document, there is a short video, there is a non-disclosure agreement, all those things. We'll provide you all the templates for that. You have to submit all those things by 31st October. Then we will do the evaluation of all your submissions. That's going to take time, about a month's time we will take. And during that 1 month time, if necessary, we will call the teams and then we'll talk to them. That will be an online session. We may not call everybody. Okay, we will call only when there is a need for it. We will decide on that. By end of November, we will shortlist and we'll announce those who are ready to go to the next stage, which is the cluster finals. The cluster finals are typically held during January and February. It typically starts in the middle of January and goes till end of February. Okay, so you will be getting the entire. You should start working on your idea right away. I would suggest that please choose your idea and start working right away. Don't wait till November, because any idea is a good idea. Well, even if you are not getting shortlisted, you may be able to refine it and use it for a different competition. So start working on it. Be ready for your submission. My suggestion is be ready by end of December itself. Don't wait for the dates. The dates will be announced towards end of December. It will happen between January and February. During the cluster finals, there are going to be cluster finals across all the states. It will happen in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra, Karnataka. So we will consolidate all the results and we'll tell you who are the finalists, and that will happen in March at IIT Madras. Towards the end of March, it will happen. Okay, next slide, Ramin. Okay, so the innoWAH preparation webinars, innoWAH prep webinars as we call it, is mandatory for all the participants. Those who are going to participate in innoWAH must have attended it. We insist you should not skip this. We are going to cover several topics. I mean, we have listed a few here. There are going to be a couple of more topics also. So, for example, effective communication and pitch presentation. This is something that's going to help you how you will effectively communicate with your audience. So when you are going to start a business, it's very important you articulate your idea. You articulate the benefits of your idea. Who are your customers? How are you going to address that? And a pitch presentation is totally different from how you present your project activities in your academic. Okay, so we will educate you all that. We will have experts who will be running the sessions. Okay, and we will have another session on customer discovery. Who is your customer? It is not as easy as you think. You have to be very clear. In many cases, I have seen that people do not differentiate between who is your customer and who is your competitor. You got to be very clear on that. So we will conduct sessions to help you out, understand how you should identify your customer, because you have to, I have to target your customer. You have to target and reach out to your customers and convey what you are trying to do. Then your product will be a success. Okay, and obviously your product has to be fitting into the market. So how do you make your product fitting into the market? That's another big challenge. How do you develop a prototype or a MVP? These are all very critical things if you are going to launch a startup later on. Okay, so we will have another session on that, how to validate your solution. Okay, we are going to keep you aware of that. We will educate you. Okay, and of course, the most important is designing the product, for which design thinking is the key. Empathy towards your customer. Okay, you have to be fully aware of it. It's a very, very important topic. From PALS, we urge you, do not miss this session. It's going to be very important. It is very important for everybody. Will educate you how you are to, if you're not empathetic towards your user, however good your product is, it won't be success. So please do not miss this out. Make sure that all these sessions are attended. We may have a couple of more topics which we'll announce it later. Okay, next. Okay, now I will hand it over to Bala to walk you through the current year's event and the theme. Thank you, Bala.
Thank you. I am Balachandran, PALS champion from Cochin, Kerala. I hope I am clearly audible.
Yes,
Yeah,
you are.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we will continue to the next slide. Yeah. I hope this is clearly visible to everyone. Do you need enlarging?
No, this is full. Yeah, full
This is
screen.
full screen, sir.
Yeah. So as was the theme last year also, the basic, I'll repeat theme. The basic theme is bolts and bots. Bolts representing hardcore engineering, bots representing the general IT, including AI, IoT, etc. So it should be a very fruitful blend of core engineering and advanced IT. So that is what these symbols represent. Fusion of core and digital. Then the other thing is real world economic impact. We have been emphasizing again and again that beautiful idea that you are coming up with at conceptual level should have a bearing on the overall, on some core social aspect. It could be farming, it could be biomedical, it could be infrastructure. So it should have, by world economic impact, we mean something that is fruitful to society at large. Then on the right side, you can see multidisciplinary applications. So it is sort of represented by a robotic crane or something like that, building an infrastructure, a bridge. Similarly, electrical and chemical engineering. Now, the teams that are coming, as has been explained earlier, the teams that are coming forth can be, there are 5 teams allowed to each partner institute. Now, each of the individual teams can can be from a different engineering discipline, or each team can contain students from different engineering disciplines. It can be a medley, a mix of students from different engineering disciplines. That is also possible. So we would prefer ideas that have to do with different branches of different disciplines of engineering. Then, in order to augment and supplement this, you can use AI as a universal tool. Artificial intelligence, IoT, or whatever advancement in information technology, including camera systems, robots, drones, all these to augment the core engineering idea. This can be used. So, I mean, here we are again giving the evaluation parameter. One is innovation, which
I think we should move
Bharati
the
Saab has
slide.
already made clear. Pardon?
We should go to the next slide. The slide is not. Go to
Yeah.
the next slide.
Okay. Now, we need to know what exactly is the role of the project teams and the faculty mentors. So we have 5 teams from the each partner institute. 5 maximum is 5. So this team will be responsible for the conceptual level design, because you are submitting the concept and design document. So the same owners of this concept and design will continue with the documentation, production of the prototype, etc. And the faculty mentors, of course, there will be guides or faculty mentors. Now they can work from behind the scenes, but as marked in this column, strict boundary, they are not allowed to participate directly. For example, in the cluster finals, the evaluation will be happening for the different concepts and the different teams. So the faculty members are expected to keep a clear distance from this. They cannot directly participate in the actual evaluation or the execution. Next, we have the innoWAH coordinators. Like there is a concept of nomination. Each of the partner institutes will be nominating different coordinators. One of them will be the innoWAH coordinator. There are other coordinators like placement coordinator, etc. So the innoWAH coordinator will be the single point contact between PALS and the institution. All coordination, because the students have to, the transport have to be arranged. The setup has to be made. So all this, the basic contact point will be the innoWAH coordinator of the particular partner institute. Okay. Next one.
Next slide.
Yeah. Okay. Team composition, like we are just expanding on what was said earlier. Each partner institute can have a maximum of 5 teams. And each 5 teams can have a maximum of 5 members. So the preferred mode is this. Of course, they all have to be undergraduate students. And among the undergraduate students, there should be a strategic mix of senior and junior students. Preferably, I mean, you have 8 semesters. People can be from the 6th semester and 7th semester, 5th semester and 7th semester. Okay. Or like that. So that you have a strategic both people who are about to pass out, and that the legacy can be carried out by the other students when they continue in that same institute. The other is the gender inclusive. We would prefer a mix of both genders. We are not saying 50-50 or any putting any mandate like that, but we would like to see a good number of participation from both genders. Then, as I said earlier, multidisciplinary. In the same team, you can have student entrepreneurs from different disciplines, or else the 5 teams can be from different disciplines. Okay, next slide. There is a 3-tier evaluation of your project. One is the PYP, one elevated pitch and documentation review. That is, the focus will be on technical feasibility, commercial viability, and plagiarism checks. Just as an example, in the last year, there was one project on surgical robot for performing complex surgery. So I'm just expanding on the earlier multidisciplinary thing, which I omitted to tell. So that contained mechanical and electronics, because there was a robotic arm, flexible arm using multiple servo control segments. So this involved both mechanical and electronics. Then there was chemical and metallurgy, because the robotic arm had to be made of titanium alloy and something called PEEK, which is aerospace grade thermoplastic. Then AI assistance, diagnostic portal using a conventional neural network. This is what I'm just expanding on what was meant by multidisciplinary. So, okay, just continuing here. Pitch your product will be to test how much you understand the concept and how deep you have gone into the market, relevance, market relevance, and are you actually aiming for a slot? There is a vacancy. Of course, it never happens that you come out of the blue with an entirely new thing which has never been thought before. That's very rare. Already something would be in the market on similar lines, but there is a definitely perceived big gap between the requirements or serious drawbacks. So there should be a quantum jump. We are not talking of very incremental this thing. There should be a quantum jump by way of saving of time, saving of money. So normally it happens like that. So this is what you have to aim for. And it will be helpful if this is present in the documentation stage itself. So focus is technical feasibility, commercial viability, and plagiarism checks. Plagiarism meaning it should be thorough. I mean, you have to make very thorough that you are not repeating or copying an idea or something, some technology which is already existing. Maybe if not in India, it may be available abroad. So that has to be very thorough. So of course, there can be increment, a significant improvement on already existing technology. So this is the first line of filter. Next is the cluster finals, which happens in January, February. So here you are expected to have something of a prototype. So this exhibition will be held in different locales in different clusters, like Kerala cluster, Tamil Nadu, AP, Karnataka, Telangana. In each of these states, there will be there will be different locales, and the teams will be required to present this at these locales. And normally a prototype will be expected there. That is what is meant by working model, prototype, or proof of concept defended with collected data. In another example, we have it was an agricultural product, and it was supposed to check out the soil quality, water quality, irrigation water quality, etc. So they actually proposed to collect data from 150 farmers, including irrigated plain farms, tank irrigated small farms, peri-urban small holdings, horticulture plots, etc. I'm just quoting from a project that appeared last year. So this is what we meant by proof of concept defended with collected data. This takes some effort. So if you don't have a real prototype to show something that what you are proposing to do, some data can be collected to show, to make a convincing model, like how this works. And then final filter is the grand final in March, which happens at the IIT Madras campus. So this will be done by a panel of industry judges. So this will go through the most rigorous test, and the final selection happens here. Okay, next slide. So the qualifying criteria is mandatory document submission. All required files, including declaration form and the concept design document. This format will be available to you. So you have to follow the norms and rules mentioned there. Originality and innovation check. So as I mentioned earlier, there should be no hint of plagiarism or copying, either deliberately or by oversight. You should not be repeating an idea that already exists or a very similar thing that exists either in India or abroad. So that is what is meant by originality and innovation check. Then completion rule adherence. Teams must maintain strict compliance with all established competition rules. Okay, fine. Mandatory, this was mentioned earlier. All of you have to mandatorily attend the AW webinar. it is mandatory for all the attendants. Of course, this is open to others also, but for the participants, this is mandatory. Technical feasibility, so expert review process. So here, in the final scrutiny, the technical feasibility review will be done. Your idea may be beautiful, but first of all, it must be economically viable. So that is when meant by both technically and economically, it must be viable. That is meant by technical feasibility review, commercial viability review. Then, of course, there is again the plagiarism and integrity checks. There should be no hint of copying or repeating an existing idea. So, as we mentioned earlier, the first is the pitch your product. Then you advance to the cluster finals, which, as mentioned earlier, happens at different locales in each cluster. Only ideas found to be both technically feasible and commercially viable are selected to move forward to the second stage of competition, which it is self-explanatory. And the final stage is the cluster finals. Successful teams advance to physical exhibition rounds where they must demonstrate a working model, prototype, or proof of concept. Okay. Next one. Now, what are the important parameters in winning, in the scoring? So one is, I'm sure everyone understands the terminology, due diligence. So the more actual data collection you do, especially in something that has some field working, like a farming equipment or a farming device. So the winning edge, verified primary research and clear target customer definition. So like I mentioned in the earlier one, they had targeted 150 farmers, medium and small holdings with different diverse backgrounds. One was irrigated plain farms, another was tank irrigated small farms, then another was peri-urban small holdings. So the more diverse your target is, like in the farming community, different types of terrain, different types of farmers, the more valid, and that your concept is sustaining in all of these different environments makes it more convincing. Then team expertise, seamless multidisciplinary knowledge application, which we mentioned earlier. There will be specialists in your team in each engineering discipline, and all of them may have strong communication, which will be very desirable. There will be communication experts who clearly spell out. There may be the real inventors who may or may not be good at communication, but there will be communication experts who can really explain. All this is expected within each team. Balanced integration of diverse engineering skills, which is self-explanatory. Innovation, originality or justifiable massive value added to an existing idea. This massive is to be clearly noted. It should not be something very small, incremental. By massive means a significant saving in time, significant saving in cost. That is what finally it matters. The technology involved, finally, where is the benefit coming? Saving of time, saving of cost. That is how finally you measure. True leap in capability, not an incremental tweak. Financial planning, clear path to commercialization. So we have levels from TRL1 to TRL9. So at each stage, you may progress up to say TRL4, but from there, you have to take it up to the commercialization level, of course, with some aid from outside. So it is not just an academic project. There may be many of you who may just want to get the scores or credits that go with the production of a project like this. But whichever the case may be, so it is, you have to understand that either for you or for the institute, if this has to be really valuable, if you don't take it up, either you or your juniors have to take it up, so that it is not just an academic submission, but it is a really business, workable business proposal. That is important. Then competition analysis, understanding the market landscape. You have to understand your competitors, what is presently available, and there is that important terminology called USP. you have to, in your statement, your problem statement, concept and designs document, you have to clearly spell out who are your existing competitors already in the market, what is the added value compared to them that you can give. That is called the unique selling proposition. So this is very important. You have to understand the market landscape. You have to understand where you stand with respect to them, where you are scoring over them, and what is your USP. Okay, clear differentiation and avoiding run-of-the-mill solutions. Fine. Next one. So once you reach a certain stage, hopefully, if you can actually go on and become an entrepreneur and it's a working business model, and even if you don't reach the innoWAH finals, cluster finals, or at the next stage finals, your project is recognized in a particular slot. There are different categories there, grouped by theme, industry, domain, and technology with potential industry-sponsored prizes. So there will be different category like social relevance, something like that. There will be different categories. And once you win a prize there, that is a great recognition, both for the team as a whole and for the institute and for the individual student entrepreneurs involved. Another is this naturally gets exposure to the industry. The industry leaders or the concerned industries will naturally take an interest in this, and they could come forward to further advance on this project. I mean, your project is getting an industry exposure. So there is even the possibility that investors may appear, or the industry people will appear and take an interest in taking this forward and upward. Pre-incubation. So there is something called Nirman, an official pre-incubation cell of IIT Madras, which can take up the case of pre-incubation, that is developing your project to the final TR9 or even TR10 level so that it can become actual business proposal. Accelerator ecosystem. It is facilitated participation in premium boot camps. There is a big event called Pitch Fest at Anna University. I understand it's either going on or has just concluded. And the PALS Entrepreneurship Forum Interclinic. These are events that are directly hemmed in by IIT Madras, and your participation in these events, whether you go on to win the final or not, in any case, you get exposure to all these facilities. Of course, to get pre-incubation and all that, you have to clear the final. But the other, all these other bonuses are there, like recognition, industry exposure, like getting an internship with some industry based on your project. All these are the added benefits in this. Okay.
Next slide.
Next one.
I will take over here. So
Yeah.
last year, some of the projects which did very well, we were able to accommodate them in the Nirman, the pre-incubation center. So we were able to guide them, and IIT Madras incubated them. They have been provided a space there. So these students are now taking it forward. They are developing the MVP there, and then they will take, as Bala sir mentioned, they will take it to the TR level 8, 9, and 10 and make it a full-fledged product to the industry. We are hoping that some of them will become successful in the coming years. So just want to show a few examples how they have been successful in the past. Next slide. Okay, so what we expect from the teams to conclude, please choose value over glitter. Okay, so you may have several ideas, but the value out of that idea is more important. Don't, in cricket we say that, don't play to the gallery. Okay, so that's not, don't do it just for fun or just to have a enjoyment. It should really produce value. So come up with ideas which really have value. That is very important. Okay. Second is clarity of thought. You have to be very clear about what you are trying to do. Do not get into an ambiguous topic or ambiguous idea where some of you are not convinced yourself. Please don't get into such things. Make sure that you are all convinced, and then all of you should be the same understanding, and you have to be razor sharp in what you are trying to do. Okay. Unconventional thinking. Do not go by use your out of the box thinking. Okay, don't go by the traditional way of looking at things. You are all young guys, you can make very good observations and try to make some very out of the box thinking, and get past the mundane run of the mill ideas, come up with something brilliant. So there are so many such ideas that we are seeing in the market, so you can also come up with that. And as we repeatedly emphasized, integrity and originality is very important. Okay, you have to be very honest. See, as we mentioned, your idea need not be completely new. You can pick up an idea, but you must show a good improvement, a significant value addition. Okay, that is very important. Okay, so do not do a lift and shift. Okay, you just take something and then show it here, saying that this is my idea. That won't work. Okay, because that is not accepted, that is not appreciated. And then, of course, rigorous compliance. There, the rules of the competition, you have to follow that. You have to definitely adhere to the timelines. You have to submit the documents. You have to follow all those strict professional discipline. Okay. The last point, which I would like to strongly emphasize is, see, you start with an idea. Okay, don't worry if the idea is small. You start with an idea which has got a potential to grow later. Okay, so take up an idea which it can be small, no problem at all. We are not expecting you to deliver a big project at the end of this. That's not our intention. We all understand you are all students. You are all just getting into what is entrepreneurship, what is a startup. You are just learning that. So we don't expect you to come up with a very big bang project idea right at the beginning. Your idea can start with a small scope of work, but it should have potential to grow. It may grow over a period of 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. So it can grow over a period of time. Absolutely, pick up such ideas. That will be really, really helpful. Okay, I think we are done, right? Next slide, Robin. Yeah. So that's all we had in the presentation. Now we can open it for question and answers. A lot of hands went up. So yeah.
Participants, you can ask your questions.
One by one.
Yeah, you can type
Robert,
in
you
the
can
chat
enable
box.
the chat box. You can enable it.
1 second. Yes, enabled. So your chat box is enabled. Now you can type your questions in the chat box. Suppose if you want to ask directly to the speaker, just raise your hand. We will unmute you. Okay, what should
we prepare for stage one? Okay, the stage one is where you come up with your concept and design. You just tell what is your idea, what is your concept, how you will proceed, your approach. So it is we understand it's very early stages. So you just have to tell what is your idea, who is your customer, what you think is your differentiator. That's all. The stage one, you don't have to have a prototype. You don't need any working prototype, or you don't need anything more than that. It is simply a document and a video, a 3 minutes video of what is your idea and what you think you are going to benefit. Who is going to get benefited out of it? That is what we expect in the stage one. Yeah, next question. I hope it was clear. Next question. Lot of questions.
Participants, you can
Did
send
you
your
give
questions.
any particular topic of presentation? See, I think Pavitra, the theme is the event has given a theme. Okay, as we mentioned here, it's bolts and bots. So you must come up with an idea. There is no topic The topic is bolts and bots. Combine the core engineering and the AI. AI is going to be the key factor. You have to combine these two and come up with a topic or idea. Your project idea should be based on that. This competition about only entrepreneur idea, I don't know what you mean by that. See, becoming an entrepreneur is the final stage. If your idea is good, you have a good idea, it is commercially viable, technically feasible, then you become an entrepreneur. But the idea right now is to present it as a project and see how it shines, how it comes up, whether it turns out to be a good product. That's the idea.
One question has come, sir. How innoWAH is different from other hackathons like MSME?
Okay. We are giving you almost 8 to 9 months time. So we are giving you enough time to go through we are giving you only the theme. We are not giving a particular problem. In a hackathon, they will give a specific problem. We are not giving any specific problem. We are giving a very wide open topic. So we are very, very, wide open. We are accepting many ideas. And here and again, we are seeing that we get ideas across multiple disciplines. So there will be ideas on healthcare projects. There will be ideas on agriculture. There will be ideas on drone technology. There are so many. So we are wide open. We are very big. We encourage students to come up with multidisciplinary, varied topic ideas. The idea can be related to anything, but it has to combine core engineering and artificial intelligence. So it cannot be a simple application. It cannot be an IT project. How can you prepare? Okay,
Yeah.
to prepare yourself, you attend all the webinars. The webinars will teach you how you should prepare. Okay, somebody is asking, his idea has to be completely novel or it can be an improvement. We explained that to you. It need not be completely a new idea. It can be an improvement or an upgrade, but you have to clearly tell us what is the improvement, what is the upgrade. Okay, you cannot just show a delta increment and say it's a new idea. Okay, you have to clearly articulate what is the value addition that you are bringing in. Yeah, okay. Some of the colleges are fully only boys or only girls. In such colleges, the team combination obviously cannot be diversified. We understand that. So wherever possible, we request you to have a diversified team. If your college does not have the co-education, then obviously we understand. That's beyond your control.
Bharani sir, in the meantime, that Vijay ma'am and RKR has joined.
Hello. Yeah. See, very interesting question. What is the biggest mistake you expect students to make when choosing the project? Yeah, I really appreciate Aditya Krishna or Adi Krishna. See, I think you are a really good question. See, because you should know why you should not put your where you should not put your wrong foot. It's a very good question. So the biggest mistake what people do is they try to do a repeat of what is there in the market again. That's the biggest mistake we see. Okay, they just try to do something which is already there. Don't do that, because that's not going to help anybody. It's a waste of time for you. It's a waste of time for those who are evaluating. So please don't do that. Think as a team, sit and discuss. Think about the environment. Think about the people around you. What is the problem they are facing? There are so many problems people are facing today. It can be anywhere in the society. It can be a healthcare problem. It can be an engineering problem. It can be a civil engineering problem. It can be anything. So sit and come up with an idea which bothers a common man. Okay, the webinars typically will be held once in a week. We typically choose Tuesdays. We are planning to start sometime in September. It will happen every week. Is there any particular topic? I already explained that. There is no particular topic. You have to combine core engineering and AI.
Can PALs help us connect with investors or industry
Of
experts?
course, that's what we explained to you. If you do very well, if your idea is very good, if you come up to the final stage, obviously you saw the list of people who we connected with Nirman. So they are all the beneficiaries of that. So similarly, if your project is good, it's worthwhile, we are happy to connect you with the right people.
RKR has raised his hand.
RK
RKR?
is there? Okay. Yeah, make you unmute him. Yeah. How do we validate that our proposed solution actually solve the user problem rather than just being technically interesting? Gokul Suresh Nair. Okay, to answer your question, that's why we have the industry experts as part of the jury panel. The industry experts will be there. They will validate your solution. They will tell you whether it is technically feasible, whether it is financially viable, whether it will there is a market fit for it. They will tell you all those things. So we will do the evaluation on the from all those perspectives.
RKR, now you can unmute RKR.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what is the question? Is there a
No,
question?
not yet. We are waiting for questions.
Okay.
It's coming one by one.
No, you have raised your hand, so
Oh, that is because I was not getting unmuted.
Okay.
Sorry.
okay.
Vijay ma'am is saying something. Vijay ma'am?
Yeah, Vijay.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, we can
Okay.
hear you.
Are all the Q&A over? Then I just want
No,
to.
it's all it's going on, ongoing.
Okay.
Working
Yeah,
hardware mandatory
yeah.
for the competition. Okay. See, we are not mandating hardware, software. We are asking you to come with the idea, which is a combination of everything, multidisciplinary approach. It can be hardware, it can, but don't come up with a simple app. That's what we are saying. Don't come up with a simple IT solution. Even if it is a hardware, don't come up with a simple hardware solution. So come up with something which is going to be really useful for the society, which is we are trying to do something which will really address need a common man.
Can I
Whatever
add
aspect-
something, Barmi?
Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
See, your whatever you make, your hardware, software, or model with or a prototype should support your idea. You should be able to explain your idea better with what you have. That is the whole purpose. It is not a purpose to build any special sophisticated model of great looks and great operation. That we are not looking at that. We are just looking if you can support your idea with something that with some minimum hardware which shows that it works, it's enough. Like if you are building a house, you build a small clay model of your house and show the key features of the house in the clay model. What is special about the house? If you can do that, that is enough. We are not looking at any great replica. So it is something like this. So you have to improvise. Don't spend too much time on a great model trying to impress with your model. You're just try to support your idea with the model that you make. The model should support what you are planning to communicate. So think it from that line and build something from that point of view. We are not looking at greatness of the model, but we are looking that it works well and it serves your its purpose of supporting your explanation and explaining your idea very well. That's it.
Okay. There's one question saying all members of the team can be of same engineering discipline. See, we recommend that you have multidisciplinary team. Okay, because we expect projects of multidisciplinary nature. That's the core idea of this competition. So it's not a good idea if you form a team of from the same engineering discipline. But if you think that it is good for your topic, for your project, yeah, please go ahead. We are not going to stop you from that.
See,
Okay.
one more thing, everybody feels comfortable making a team of people you know best. So you may be thinking of your classmates with whom you have been there for so long. You know them well. You probably stay in the same hostels. So you are very close to each other. That is correct. But if you take people from other disciplines, you may not know them. You may not feel comfortable to work with them. But that's life. You should realize that tomorrow when you finish your college, go and take a job, you will be put into an office, into a team where you don't know anybody. And to make things worse for you, they may be of different backgrounds also. And maybe in an international team, they may not speak the same language. So you have so many diversities. So you have to face diversities in life and get along with it and succeed there. So this is your first experience with working with diversity. When you go and get your teammates who are not in your very say branch, who are not in your discipline, then that itself is the first level of diversity test for you. How you will work with these people, how you will speak to them, how you will understand them, etc., etc. So you look at it from that point of view also, that you are preparing you to face the world by practicing here. So apart from what Barney said is also very important. Your project also needs a multidisciplinary appearance. It should have a contribution from people from different disciplines so that it comes out well. There'll be many viewpoints, there'll be many differences, but when you put them all together, you'll get something far superior to something which people from the same discipline sat and made. So that's necessary. We are not mandating it, but in your own for your own benefit, it is better you do it that way.
Yeah.
Let
Okay.
us finish off the questions. There are many
One
more
question.
questions
Yeah,
coming
many
in.
questions. See, lot of questions are around about which idea I should pick, which is a winning idea. See, we are not here to tell you what is the idea. Okay, the idea should come from you. You should pick the idea. You should define the problem. You should define the solution. We are only asking you to come up with ideas. Okay, so you should work on it. You form a team. You sit together, discuss, and then come up with your project ideas. Okay, and mentors, you should go and ask your college. The institute will allocate the mentors from the right discipline. Yeah, what kind of idea you are having, what kind of project you're choosing. Accordingly, you choose a mentor from your college. If your idea is very good, at the next stage, if any of when you come for the cluster finals, if the idea is very good, then we will be able to help you out with some industry mentors if they are interested. Okay. And Shruti,
See,
you have been
Barney,
asked
one more
repeatedly.
point. Barney,
Yeah.
one more. See, nowadays, Smart India Hackathon is publishing ideas. This year, they published some hundreds of ideas. I mean, it's there in the net. Everybody knows it. So you are welcome to go and look at that. But let me warn you that they are not your ideas. They're somebody's ideas. Somebody has put them there. You can look at that and use that to generate your own idea. So you take advantage of that, you use it, you think about it, maybe you like some concept, some theme, you think about it and improve it further. You pick up something there and improve it further, that's also great. Even if you pick up their idea and do it, it is okay. As long as you can make it work and make it economically viable. But remember, there may be others also taking up and doing the same thing. If it's something easy to do, there'll be many takers for it. But if it's something very difficult to do, then there'll be less takers for it. So getting ideas is very easy. You can get now. Smart India Hackathon is not the only source. There may be other sources also, which spews out a lot of ideas. It is now up to you to choose what appeals to you, what you think you can do and succeed in life with as an entrepreneur. That is what you have to put your effort and do from there. These are all starting points for you. These are not the end points. Just keep that in mind.
Bharani sir, one question from-
Shruti is continuously posting a message
Yeah,
that
that
she
is not a good habit, Shruti. I think you are doing a very bad thing. First of all, you came late, it's your problem. And second thing is, there is no topic. I just now explained that. You're not even listening. So please don't do this kind of things. There is no particular topic. We have given you the theme. The theme is bolts and bots. Combine core engineering and artificial intelligence and come up with a project idea. That's the whole theme that we are given. Please work around it.
Bharani sir, one question, that is Parthasarathi HP has raised his hand. I have unmuted.
Yeah.
Parthasarathi, go ahead with your question.
Sir, actually, I am
Oh,
Parsavarthi,
sorry.
sir.
Our
of Pals.
champion.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
I just want to add on this concept of system thinking. Somebody was telling about putting a same stream of people. Actually, if you take really a system is not like one particular stream or anything like that. It will be a combination of different streams coming together. Then only you will call it as a system. Basically, there will be electrical engineering, electronics, mechanical, everything will be there. If your project has such a concept, it will have more weight. And added to it, if you try to bring in the AI innovation into that, that is the theme. The theme is really, trying to bring AI innovation into the core engineering, this thing, which is a combination of a system with AI actually. So that is the point I wanted to stress actually.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Very
I
good.
think I think Robin want me to take part in innoWAH competition. Huh?
That was
Sir, you are not mentioned as a
Parthasarathi.
PAL
Yeah,
champion, so.
you represent
That is
Karnataka
why.
now,
Yes.
Partha. You are
Huh?
representing Karnataka from our side.
No, that is my system name is
Okay.
coming like that.
Actually, yeah. See, a few minutes back, Mr. Balachandran explained to you about a particular project. It had a combination of 5 or 6 engineering discipline.
Yeah.
So when you have a project like that, how can you not have a team with multiple disciplines? So your idea will tell you whether you want to have all from the same discipline or different. It all depends on what is your basic idea. What is that you have picked up as your problem statement? Okay.
And my best
So the problem statement should come from you.
And my best thing will be like normally we do, please go and check your old papers. Always, please go and check the old, innoWAH, these things. That will give you a better idea. Actually, what are the
Not
kinds
that.
of projects? That is the best way to look at it. If you are really, not sure about, what should I choose actually.
See, I keep saying this. Just like a doctor has a responsibility towards the society, an engineer also has got a responsibility against towards the society. They have to solve problems for the people, for the common man, whether it is a farmer, whether it is anybody whoever you see in your society. Go and see what is the problem they are facing. Try to solve the problem. So you will find out so many problems that are still not addressed. So find out such problem and try to address that.
Okay,
There's
let's
another
proceed with the
question,
questions.
Other than AI, we can focus on engineering. You see, you have to focus on engineering, obviously, but we expect you to add value through AI. Okay. So the engineering is the core. So come up with an engineering project and add value using AI. That's what we are trying to say.
Bharani, there was a question on mentoring. I think will we allot one mentor
Mentors.
for each?
Yeah, we answered that. So
Yeah.
mentors have to come from your college at the initial stage. During the cluster finals, if your idea is very good, if the judges are very impressed with your idea, then we can definitely help you out with a mentor from industry. We can reach out to. So until you come to the cluster finals, you have to find the mentor from your college.
Sir, one question from Dr. Arun from MGR. How innoWAH model different from current competition model, which unintentionally rewards polished presentation with prototype, outsourced fabrication over DIY experimentation and failure? Should well-validated failure also received recognition?
Can I answer that?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
See, what is the objective of PALS? PALS objective is to make students industry familiar and industry ready. So innoWAH is also part of PALS. So that's what we do in innoWAH. Now, innoWAH is supposed to take students who are fresh in the college. Fresh means not joined yesterday, but who are probably in the second year, who don't know much about the outside world. They don't know much about startups. They don't know anything about all this. They're completely fresh and raw. So we take such minds And they are totally lost. They don't know where to go, how to proceed. I mean, they get overwhelmed by all these great names, but they don't know how to move. So innoWAH is meant for such students to take the first steps, the baby steps, as you call them, and then pick up the basics of entrepreneurship. So that is what we aim in innoWAH. We are not, it is actually what they learn by going through the various events of innoWAH. We call our innoWAH preparation webinars. So there we prepare them, not just for the competition, but for the general entrepreneurship also. So in the same way, by going through the different steps of innoWAH, they learn how to formulate an idea, how to validate an idea, how to make sure that it works, and then how to realize the idea using a model or a prototype, how to make it work. So it's a combination of all that. It's the learning that matters. We are not insisting they fabricate it or they get the best and do it. As I had answered earlier, we are just seeing how they will support their idea. It is this entire entrepreneurship thinking process that we mold in doing this for students who come in fresh into this fold. So that is the purpose of innoWAH, and that is how innoWAH has been functioning for the last 15 years. And we are not in trying to show off ourselves or compare ourselves with any other competitions. Yes, other competitions have other objectives. They have sponsors. They have many other things. We don't have all that. We are working with modest means, but our goal is very clear. We build innovators from raw students. That is the difference.
Just
Sir,
to add to
two
RKR, just to add to RKR, Dr. Arun, it is not just the perception factor alone. We also depend on the innoWAH coordinators like you to do the vetting at your end, because we don't want to really be part of some a make-do competition which relies on prefabricated or bought-out models from other locations. We expect the innoWAH coordinators to understand the spirit of PALS and the innoWAH competition and support us in getting the right kind of ideas promoted to the pre-finals, and also represented in the content and design and everything, all the stages. We expect your support so much. And we are sure the innoWAH coordinators need to be more than ready to do this, especially the mature ones like Dr. MGR and the others, KCGs and others. But this a particular session is more for the newcomers whom we want to take into our journey at this point of time.
The
Shobha.
questions are coming.
Shobha is coming.
There are repeat questions. Again, somebody asked the idea for solution will be valued or polished and appealing product for the solution. I mean, I think these are all unnecessary questions. See, we are all engineers, okay? We are not here. We are not running a show business, okay? So I don't think we are going to value a glittering thing. In fact, one of our slides explicitly told, don't go by the glitter, go by the value of it. We made it very clear. I don't know why this question is coming again.
Shobha, madam, you can unmute if you want.
Yeah, I was looking at a few questions which were around what problems are good, what ideas are good, how do we validate, etc. I would say that no idea is a small idea, first thing. And second thing is that you should be focusing on the problem that you're trying to solve. So describing the problem is half the solution. That's what they say. So you should look around and see what is the problem you're trying to solve and try to articulate that first, and then see what value you can bring through any solution that you can think of. So the solution follows the problem. If you start with an idea that has suddenly occurred to you and it doesn't find a solution anywhere, then it is of no use. So this is just a small input that I wanted to give.
Yes. And all those students who are asking how to find a problem, what is a good problem, please attend the session, the webinars, especially the webinar which is going to be on design thinking. It will talk about empathy. It will talk about how you should approach a problem that is being faced by the the end users. Okay. It will teach you all those things. Please do not fail to attend that webinars. Mark your calendars all Tuesdays. Please attend that. You'll get to know more about that.
Currently, sir, we have quite some new colleges also, like Manukula Vinayagar Engineering Institute. Can we have the here
Yes,
the
yes. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah.
coordinators? Do you have any doubts? You can clarify with we have a lot of PALS champions with us. Can we get the confirmation from the new partner institutes?
I saw
We'll be happy.
MBEC. Yes.
You can raise your hand.
PIT Mangalore.
Ilam Cheran from MVEC, Manakula Vinayagar Engineering College.
So you can unmute and
MVC.
clarify your queries also.
Very quiet.
I think they are very quiet actually.
Okay, while they are thinking, I want to say I've been seeing some of the queries flashing by, asking what what idea we should choose or what theme, etc. See, we are not here to tell you the answer for what. That is something which the teams have to find out. You get together, you brainstorm and find out the answers to these questions. We can help you with the processes and what awaits you and how to go about all these things. We can help you. But the actual job is something which you have to do. We don't expect us to answer or guide you on that. That's what you have to do. And it is just like you have to study and write the exam and score in the exam. Nobody else can do that. So this is also like that. So please don't expect us to answer those questions.
See, and please attend the webinars. See, I think you're asking what to do in the next 3 months. Attend the webinars. Webinars will tell you what you should be doing. Okay, attend the webinars. You'll get a clear idea on that. Form a team. Please do that immediately. The first thing you should do is go and form a team of a like-minded team of people, and then start working on a problem.
Manukula Vinayagar Engineering is saying that they don't have any queries. I think they are clear.
Very good.
Some question, Parmesh sir. Do we want to register today itself?
See, the registration for the competition will start on September 21st. We showed you the calendar. So you have time to, from September 21st, it will go on till October 9th. So you can, that time we will give you all the information around it. Dr. Pratibha Sudhakar,
Yeah,
please.
Dr. Pratibha, you can go ahead
Hello,
with your
sir.
question.
Hello, everyone.
Good afternoon. Yes.
Very good afternoon. I just had a very small doubt as, last time and all, we had the topic as Viksit Bharat and, those kind of topics. Now, this time it is engineering and the AI, right? So is it
Yeah.
mandatory for the projects or the ideas to have a mandatory application of AI, or it should be, if it's a mechanical project or a chemical project, is it an AI aspect has to be there, an app has to be there, or it has to be connected? I just want to know that, just a small clarity there.
Okay.
Like it can
See,
be a
AI is
completely
beyond-
mechanical.
See, AI is beyond an app. Okay, there's a misconception that AI is only an app.
No,
AI
no, sir.
goes
I just
beyond
gave
the
you an
app.
example. Just like, it does it have to have a software end? Like, if it's a complete mechanical project, will that suffice? Or it should have.
See, ideally, yes. If you are the whole theme is around that's what I was saying. Okay, bolts and bots. There has
Yeah.
to be an AI component.
Okay. There has to be an AI component. Okay,
Yes.
sir.
I'll,
Because
Dr. Pratibha,
Yes, sir.
I'll give you a different viewpoint.
Yeah.
Now, suppose you take this question and ask it to say 10 to 20 people in your college.
Yeah.
What do you think they will answer? Will they say that is it okay if it's just a mechanical engineering project, or will they say it would be nice if it has some other value additions over mechanical engineering project with AI capabilities? See,
Yeah,
what is
they'll
the answer?
definitely say AI capabilities,
Correct.
looking at the scenario, at present scenario.
Exactly. So that's the answer. See,
Yeah.
these are answers which you have to find yourself. He
Okay.
cannot answer you. Okay.
Okay. No, why
We are
I
not
ask you, sir, like we
worried.
have projects in electromagnetic induction, or we have
Yes.
antenna related projects. So should we encourage them to, come
Anybody,
forward?
anybody
Yes.
can come forward.
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
the projects are not, you see, they are we are not the end customers for your projects. The end customers of the projects are the people of the world. So if you go to the
Yes.
right people and ask them the question, they will tell you what they want.
Yes, sir.
And
Right.
that's what you have to do if you have to succeed
Yeah.
as
You have to
an
get the
entrepreneur.
problem and
Yes.
require solution with inculcates everything, right?
Yes. Who from the persons who are going to benefit from it.
Okay. Yeah. Right,
That
sir.
is the most important part, not just anybody or everybody. The people who are going to use that, what you are going to do, and who are going to benefit from it. What questions do they have? What do they think about your idea? You
Okay, sir.
ask them. They
Yeah.
will, whatever they say, that has the weight.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
In fact, we are of the strong opinion that it is very difficult to find a project where you cannot apply AI. I mean, AI can be applied everywhere. If
Yes,
you,
that's true.
if you
Yeah.
want to, yeah. So, I mean, yeah. So you should be able to find out value additions using AI in
Yeah.
everywhere.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Somebody else raised the hand from
Gokul,
Any
MMIT.
restriction in the number of students in a team? Yes, only 5 students per team. That is very clear. Okay. If you don't have 5 students, you are coming with less than 5 students. That's your problem. I mean, we will not allow more than 5 students.
Sir.
Yeah.
Gokul Suresh Nair, you can go ahead with your question.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
What if the technically best solution is in the economically best solution? Which one should an innovator prioritize first?
It should be
See,
economically best. The technical best will support the economically best.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yes. Yes, Anand, he's been asking a question. Can you just read that out?
we are from MDIT. We are clear about innoWAH, but we are unclear about how we can connect to you. Connect to us. Why do you, I mean, yeah, we are more, see, your just now Robin sir mentioned, he is the point of contact. You reach out to Mr. Robin. Robin will connect with any of us according to your need. Whatever you need, accordingly, we can, one of us will connect with you.
So, Barney, so basically they have to connect to their innoWAH coordinator. If Anandityan is a student, he had to connect his innoWAH coordinator. If you could not find your innoWAH coordinator itself, please reach out to PALS PMO. We are there. All our email ID, phone number is available in all our PALS communication. You can reach out to any of us and identify who are the innoWAH coordinator of your institute. He or she is the major point of contact for PALS in communicating all these PALS information. Today's recording, this deck, Barney sir, there is no problem in sharing this deck also, right? To the participant.
Yeah. We'll share the deck. Yes.
So we will anyway share the decks and recordings and all the guidelines to you.
Yes. We'll be publishing a website also with all the information. Next week, during next week, you'll get that.
Yeah.
Anderson.
There is two
So
more.
again, they're asking the same problem. How to approach a problem. See, I mean, please attend the webinars. Okay, that's the answer I can give you.
Start the
Please
journey
attend the
and then
webinars, you will get the answers.
I don't know that KK is our KK or.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, yeah, KK.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. No, I think this problem and solution, I think it's coming up again and again. It is sometimes like a chicken and egg. Okay, sometimes you find what is a problem and then you start finding the solution for it. Sometimes it's the other way. You have a solution, you have a very good algorithm, you do not know where to use it. Then you find a use case for it. Okay, so maybe an algorithm, there might be a method which is already available, but there may not be a use case that has been used so far for that particular thing, where it can be used, for example. Okay, for example, a motor, a robo, which is going in a factory on its own, is the same as the house cleaning, that room bot or whatever you have at home to clean up the home, right? So it's the same technology only if you see essentially. But the use case is very different. One is cleaning the house, the other one is moving equipment or goods across the factory. So I think sometimes it's a bit of what you find out there. What do you find? You find the solution, or you find an algorithm or a method which can be used in a new solution. I don't think the answer is that we can give you that, but at the same time, you have to find that problem or the solution which can be applied in a new use situation.
Like it's the same as finding an alternate use for an existing solution. That's what he's trying to do. Alternate use.
For example, a signal program is there, a traffic signal program is there. But that logic is no different from something which is like a queuing algorithm or a traffic flow algorithm. It's no different from that. But then finding out the new use case wherein you can apply the same method can be used for that. I think there was another question whether software should be mandatorily combined with hardware. It depends on what you're doing. But it's only a software, like I think Bharani clarified this. So you don't need to build a hardware best for the sake of this project. You have to build it only if the project needs it.
One more question, sir. So that same already in a team of 5, it is mandatory that all the students are from the same or different departments. And what
You already answered it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have answered it. I think Anu has also answered. Different department, different years. See, we want a complete, picture of gender, senior, junior, everything. So please form a team which is best for the future, okay? Have a very long-term vision. Your idea should live longer than your college days. You may complete your course and go away, but the idea should be carried over.
Parmi sir, but years could be preferably between second, third, and final year.
We leave it to them. Yeah.
So nothing is mandatory. Nothing is mandatory. But we are recommending this in the interest of your project.
See, this is a common practice in most of the competition teams that we have in IIT. So it stays there, and the atmosphere within the system allows you to experiment more with new technologies and talk to really experts who are coming over to your place and things like that. Even some of you go into employment, there'll be still others will be working on the same idea and polishing it further. So, and they have a larger possibility of becoming a startup that way, because there'll be a continuity and the environment will also be conducive for such things.
Okay. So we are not going to teach you how to build a website or how to build an algorithm. So please don't ask such questions. Any other questions?
Already it is answered.
Genuine participants. For women's college, it can't be.
It is already answered.
We have already answered that. Okay. I think Pawan Kumar, you are asking the wrong question. If it's a women-only college, yes, you'll have a team of women. We understand that, yes. So as RK mentioned, nothing is mandatory. We are only making recommendations. So wherever possible, follow the recommendations. If it is not possible, we will be able to understand that. Don't worry. Yeah, KK.
I think the point on the YouTube question, we can say a bit more like this. Basically, that if you have enough points to differentiate yourself compared to YouTube, okay, and then you can make a position of it. Otherwise, we do not know whether a YouTube competitor can just like that survive. It should have enough differentiators compared to YouTube. Compared to YouTube, it should be much better in some angles. If you know that, then that could survive.
More questions. This is also repeated, I think.
Yeah, what are the qualities and knowledges? How do you winning? what is the winning idea? It is like asking, how do you make a blockbuster movie? When if everybody knows how to make a blockbuster movie, everybody will do that. Okay, so think about it. We have to think, and then during the thought process, one idea will click. That is how blockbusters happen. So nobody can give you a recipe for that. So it's not a, it's you don't expect a recipe from us.
Sanjana, one question is there.
Think,
How can AI be used meaningfully? That's exactly we are asking you. Please make use of AI meaningfully in the engineering world and come up with an idea. That's exactly what we are asking.
So typically people put some sort of a natural language processing and they say, okay, you can ask a question orally and we will find you the answer for that. Typically, that's a very surface level AI usage. Okay, what we would recommend is there is a problem that you're solving, which can be solved better if there is an AI working in the back end, because it can work with a large data set and from a lot of learnings which even a human mind cannot remember at that point in time. So I think in that sense, AI becomes a very important tool. If there are such cases, then bring it to the play. NLP type of thing, like you can add a chatbot, but that is not the point that you can claim that is AI based. Okay, because of that, the AI is not becoming a core part of your product.
Yeah. See, to answer you for such questions, I can say, in fact, you can go and ask ChatGPT. There is a session like this. What kind of question I should ask? ChatGPT will tell you what questions you should be asking. So there are several ways of making use of AI.
So, Bharani, we could find quite some innoWAH coordinators. So, one final note to the coordinators from our end, which I would like to reiterate is today's take and the recording will be shared with the innoWAH coordinators and the participants as well as. And please ensure all your innoWAH aspirants attend the September to October webinars, innoWAH prep webinars, which is very, very important. So kindly encourage your innoWAH aspirants as well as, and please watch out for the registration communication, which will come to you. And look out for the registration, and you can register your 5 teams with 5 members in each team. So these are the important things which coordinator have to make sure.
See, we are counting on all the innoWAH coordinators. We need your support to make this event a big success. Please encourage your students to go through this recordings, go through the PowerPoint, and please, at any time they can ask questions. They can send questions to that email. We will be able to answer that. Please encourage them to participate in the webinars, which is going to come up in September.
See, another point, many of your colleges have idea labs, they have so many other resources. Open the resources to them, make the resources available to them to make the projects. I don't think they are very expensive resources that they need for these projects. So they can be easily managed. And that's a good way to utilize your labs also. If they make some, if students do some projects and get some experience, that's good for everybody. So that's another point which you can note. Please encourage them to use all these resources and do it. The other point is don't wait for deadlines. Don't wait for a date. Just get going. You know what all the steps. Just get going from today. Don't wait for September 20th and then think of your choosing your team. Start choosing your teams today. And even if you do it a little earlier, it is fine. So the dates are only an indicator for you to do, but nothing stops you from starting early and starting the work early. So please go ahead and do whatever is needed for the projects. Encourage your students. Give them a lot of encouragement. And all the webinars which we do, we record them and share the recording with you. So if you happen to miss anything due to an exam or a festival day or whatever reason, you can replay them in your auditorium for the benefit of your students. Or if you simply want to replay them again, you can also do that. So there's a lot of benefits available to you to go and use that. So please make use of all that, and let's have a strong innovative team.
I think, Bharani sir, it's 3 o'clock now.
3 o'clock.
Yeah.
I think.
So one One final word for all those people again and again asking how to think about an idea, how to find a solution. See, I can tell you only one thing. Don't think that your engineering degree is to make money. Think that your engineering degree, your education is all to solve a problem for your fellows. Okay, think it that way. Then automatically you'll get ideas. Okay, start thinking in that direction. Form a team. Please form a team. As RKR mentioned, don't wait for deadlines. Right away, during this weekend, talk to your friends, like-minded people, form a team, start thinking about problems, and all the very best.
Yeah. And for
Thank
all the
you.
innoWAH coordinators, we have a dedicated WhatsApp group with all the innoWAH coordinators, nominated innoWAH coordinators in the group. Still, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out in the group also anytime. Barney sir and all our PMO team is available in the group. This is for your information. Over to you.
All the
I
best.
think we can, Bharani sir, can we?
Yeah, we
Yes.
can conclude.
Yeah.
So RKR, you want to give any
I
final
request
words?
Ms.
Okay.
RKR only will give
Vote of
the
thanks.
Thank you
official
for
one.
thank you all of you for coming to the inaugural. And this is the launch, the first step of the innoWAH for this year. We have a 8-month journey, as it was mentioned, and let's get prepared for the journey and make the journey together, make it well, and let us all benefit from this journey. And I should appreciate the efforts put in by Bharani and Bala to make a nice presentation, and the efforts put in by the other champions to come and answer your questions, and to our Pulse PMO for setting up the whole program and running it, including this particular launch. And of course, I welcome all the colleges, all the students, all the faculty. Thanks for coming and hearing us out, but we are always available. There are a lot of we have a special innoWAH portal. Go there and see whatever you want. That should answer 80% of your questions. If you still have questions, please feel free to reach out to us. So with that, I wish everybody all the best in this year's innoWAH competition. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you
the
all.
best.
Thank
All
you.
the best.
Thank you. Participants, one announcement. So we have posted the feedback link in the chat box. So please submit your feedback.
Thank you, Robin.
Thank you. Thank you, Lavana. Thank you, Bharani sir
Thank
and
you.
Balachandran sir. Thank you, RKR.
Thank you for all the
Thank you,
champions who have
Kiki.
joined.
All
Thank you.
participants.
Participants, yeah. Thank you. I'll stop the recording.
Bye.
Thank you.
Stop the streaming also.